Hi guys, Scott Cameron coming to you from Triple Crown World Headquarters, where we're here today to introduce you, or to announce the Triple Crown Sparkler Junior Power Pools for 14U. I thought before we started I'd kind of do a walk through the building, day in the life, that kind of thing. Let you see what we do, introduce to you a few people, and then we'll get going with the Power Pool announcements. Over this way is our volleyball crew. They run college and youth volleyball, so one of the neatest events you'll see in the country. And then in this area where I'm standing here right now is kind of my my 4th of July team that works with me. This tall drink of water standing over here is Stephanie Clevitter. If you want to know who to talk to come 16 and 18, this is your girl. This empty chair over here is Allison Morgenstern. Allison's downstairs right now getting the slides ready for our Power Pool presentation. So I thought you'd get a quick look there. Carrie Rivera. Say hi, Carrie. Carrie runs the Southeast Nationals and Eastern Nationals in Myrtle Beach and in Atlanta. Great person to know if you're on the East Coast. Rachel Cavallero. I took the 4th of July over from Rachel in 2016. We worked together for the first year, and then in 2017 I took it over fully. She now runs in Oregon and in Arizona. Right, come with me. Hey, baseball boys, say hi.
Hey.
Hi, baseball boys. I'm going to introduce you to this guy really quick. His name is Gino Grasso. I call him Carl Bertrand. The first person to post on the site here about who Carl Bertrand wins a free Sparkler Juniors t-shirt. Come with me. More baseball boys. Hey, Brain Trust, look at this. Krista Crawford, she runs TC USA and Zoom into June. Zoom Juniors here, Haley. The big boss, Elliot Finkelstein. Lynn is our college coordinator. And Katrina runs World Series, just World Series, right? And Zoom into June Juniors. All right, come with me. More college coach here. This is basketball right now. They're running the NIT. We've run the women's NIT since the early 2000s. And there's only one person sitting here now. Renee's on the phone. But usually this is a team of 4. They're all on the road right now because we're getting ready to run our Final Four. Come around the corner. I was going to introduce her downstairs, but now she's standing here. This is Mallory. Anytime you see an awesome, amazing Triple Crown t-shirt at an event, this is the lady that did it. Okay? HR Patty, she's been here since the beginning of time, and she's eating donuts. Say hi, Patty.
No, please remain right around the Triple Crown people and make sure that if they can't eat gluten, milk, or nuts, don't send us these. HR.
Come with me. Media team. Only part of the media team is here right now. Thomas, say downtown.
Downtown.
Downtown. Thomas does a lot of announcing for us. Kyle writes almost everything that you see in the world of Triple Crown. And Nate, turn around and show us you real quick. There's Nathan, who's handling things on the back side of things. Brady is not here today, but Brady was an intern for me for a million years. And right here is the head of the media team, Andy. He kind of heads the whole thing up. We're going to stick our head in the founder's office. This is kind of cool. Hey guys, quick hello. We're heading downstairs to do the Power Pool announcements. This is our founder, Dave King. Son, Carrie, took over as CEO in November. They're not going to do anything more than say hello. We're going to walk on out of here.
Good to see you.
On the walls here, you'll see all the stuff from that NIT thing that I told you about earlier with the basketball. Pretty cool. This area of the building is accounting and our training area for our teams. Also where we'll be announcing the Power Pools. Remember a minute ago I told you about Mallory? She works in here. Oh, there she is again. Sitting over here behind Mallory is Sally. Sally handles all of our merchandising. She took off her glasses to be all cool. Sally handles everything that has to do with the sparkler and fireworks merchandising along with the rest of the company. And then over here, Jen's not sitting here right now, but Jen handles all of our stuff as far as this kind of stuff. Anything that's printed matter ends up on Jen's desk. Accounting is empty. Debbie's in here. Deb, say hi to the camera real quick. Michaela Duffy sits right here. You guys all know Michaela Duffy. If you've worked with the big kids on sparkler and fireworks lodging, come with me. Training center. And through this door right here, power pool announcements in just a minute. We're here. It's time. Power pool announcements. Before we get started, we're going to talk about a couple logistics. One of those things is how we get to actually make these selections. Oh, sorry, forgot about this. Kind of important. We've got this college camp thing going on before the Sparkler Juniors this year. We put these schools together. A beautiful array of schools, huh? They're going to bring their entire coaching staffs on Monday, June 25th, and they're going to take 40 kids a camp, okay, 40 kids a camp, and give you a really intimate experience. Most of these camps at this point are more than halfway full. If you have an interest in any of these camps, you need to get signed up now. I'm just going to go over each one of them real quick. Gordon Eakin's bringing BYU. BYU is not a traditional top 25 power, but they're traditional power, and they fit a demographic. They probably have the best pitching coach in Pete Meredith in the nation. Ole Miss just dropped out of the top 25. They had a little rough stretch here. Mike Smith is bringing the entire staff. Another morning session. Oregon, Mike White, top 10 right now. Texas A&M, Joe Evans, top 10 or 15 right now. Florida State, right on the cusp between, I think, 10, 11, 12. Lonnie Alameda will be bringing her entire staff. Trisha Ford, junior national assistant coach from Arizona State. This is part of the afternoon session along with Florida State, the other two. Top 10 right now. Bev Smith from South Carolina. We've sent a couple kids there. Phenomenal coach. Nebraska, getting votes in the top 25. Great Midwestern product. You will not find a more energetic, enthusiastic person on the planet than Rhonda Revelle, except maybe Jim Harbaugh. Best hitting coach in the country, Diane Miller, works with her. Sparkler Junior 2018 Power Pools. How do we select you? U.S. Club Rankings is a big part of it. We only consider in the U.S. Club Rankings national events. National events are things like the Sparkler Junior and PGF Nationals, IDT and TCUSA, USSSA Elite Select, ASA Nationals, and the Legacy tournaments now. If you've got a tournament that you consider a national and it has a bracket, Allison, who's sitting over here, I didn't get to introduce you to her earlier because she's doing the slides. Get with Allison at triplecrownsports.com. Tell her about the tournament and we'll take a look at it. We look at previous finishes and your resume. Previous finishes are really important. What did you do here previously? What did you do at PGF previously? What did you do in those national tournaments previously? And then here's your resume. Some of you really did a nice job on your resume. Some of you needed a little work, in my opinion. That's because you focused on your organization. I needed you to focus, when you do a resume for us, on this team. Okay? I need to know what the 14U team has done, not what the organization's history has done. I want to know about the kids on your team, the coaches on your team, and who's talking about you, where's the buzz on this team. Endorsements. So who do you know? And this is where I get the deer in the headlights look a lot of times from club coaches. When I ask you who can write me on your behalf. And the reality is a lot of you don't know as many people as I would hope sometimes. Some of you are in the power pool strictly on the strength of your college coach resume, people who are willing to call me and say, hey, put this team in, would you? Relationship. The simple fact of the matter is, it gets a little tricky here. 80% of the power pool is set on merit. 20% of it is set on relationship. My boss, Elliot Finkelstein, is sitting in here. Sometimes Elliot will sit down at my desk and go, hey, Scott, I need you to put so-and-so in. Or our founder, Dave King, who I introduced you to upstairs earlier, will say, hey, Scott, I need you to put this team in. Those relationships exist, and they're necessary for our business. Occasionally, it'll be a college coach. Occasionally, it'll be a business relationship. And then there's the personal relationships. Did you send us your number one team, or did they go to IDT? Did your fans act like knuckleheads last year at the event? Did you act like a knucklehead on the field? Was there a problem with lodging? The people that we get along with are the people that, in this relationship side of things, get in the tournament, in this part of the tournament. My goals in selecting teams, just 3. I want to give you the Sparkler Junior experience. Excuse me. This is more than just a tournament. It's an event. It's a lifetime lasting memory. When you come to Colorado, it's not just about the softball. 2, I want to give you competitive games on the field, ones that you will enjoy and feel serve your purposes and that college coaches will watch. And lastly, I'm after geographic diversity. I don't want you to play teams that you see each and every week. This year's tournament is the largest Sparkler Juniors in the history of the event. We have more than 350 teams overall, more than 250 in the 14U bracket. For these 88 spots that you see here, I had 148 applications. I want to thank you all, first, for playing with us this year, and secondly, for taking the time and the effort to put in to make these applications great. Really competitive this year. It was really a tough decision-making process. When I announce your names in a few minutes, you 88 teams are going to be in the Sparkler Junior Power Pools and Supplementals, except if you fail to report your lodging. So I've been chasing you for lodging for a couple weeks now, and if you fail to report your lodging, I'm going to move you out next week, so get on it. Here we go, with the Power Pools. In Pool A, we've got the Diamond Sports Hot Shots Premier. That's Troy Falterman's group that came over from Sudden Impact. They were 9th in the juniors last year, 13th at PGF, and 11th in US club rankings. I don't know this, but I'm guessing they're probably top 5 at extra innings. I'm going to put a quick word in for extra innings, by the way. Brett Eads, who was formerly with Flow Softball, has moved over and he's doing his own thing now at extrainningsoftball.com. Brent is really connected in the market. He's got a nice website. I use him as a resource to kind of confirm what we're doing when we go to the market. Highly recommend that you take a look at that, and if you feel like signing up for the site after you take a peek, good resource for you. Also in A, SoCal Athletics, Marinakis Gendro. So SoCal Athletics is a challenging organization for us because they have a lot of 14U teams. Gendro won the playoff. They all played each other. Gendro won. They're in the Power Pools. Michigan Bulldogs, 21. I don't know a lot about this team, but here's what I can tell you. I said, Mark Nemitz, who do you know? A month later, almost every Division I Midwest coach in the nation called me and said, you should have that team in the Power Pools. Welcome to the Power Pools, Michigan Bulldogs. West Bay Warriors. I first met Ray McDonald at NFCA. I thought you had a lot of bravado. I hadn't really heard of his team, but he had a lot of bravado. He said, what coaches do you want to call, Scott? I said, I'll set the bar high. Well, I won't tell you who called me, but she's on the West Coast, she's an Olympian, she's a legend, and she said, put West Bay Warriors in. That's the kind of guy I'm looking for in the Power Pools. Pool B. Impact Gold, National Vaughn. Ray brings the flagship team back to the program this year. 13th last year in Power Pools. He's ranked 28th at US club rankings and 13th at extra innings. Tulsa Elite, OKC, 2021, comes with a strong college coach recommendation. They're 39th at extra innings. Panthers Gold. I know very little about this team initially, however they kept coming up in conversations as I talked to coaches. They're 136th at US club rankings. Extra innings has them at 13th, and I really like the Hernandez family story. Louisville Lady Sluggers Premier. They're an organization on the men, frankly. Coach CJ Wright is building a regional team that we believe is on its way to becoming a Midwest powerhouse. Pool C. Farmers Gold. Scott Smith just brings you a consistent product. It's something that you can trust year in and year out that they're going to bring a top team. They were 13th at Sparkler Junior, 31st at US Club, and 12th in extra innings. Team NC, Louisville Slugger Eaton. I believe this is a remake of the Hatch team we had in 2017. I think the Hatch kid went to another team. 49th at extra innings, strong Southeastern presence. Tulsa Elite, Jeff Alali's top team at 14. This team is ranked 146th at US Club and 27th in extra innings. Central Cal Dirt Dogs Pickering. What can I say about this one? It's buzz, 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 frankly. Nobody was talking about this team 6 months ago, and then several Southern California coaches called me and said, you got to get this team in the Power Pool. 69th in US Club rankings at 12U. We expect big things from Kelly Pickering's team. D. Vision Gold, Martin Pool's top 14 team, coached by Tom Gurley. They're 37th at US Club rankings. Indiana Magic Gold Bay, 3rd at 12U last year here at the Sparkler Junior. They're 7th in US Club at 12U. 44 in extra innings, and looking like they're going to become a regional power in Indiana. Central Coast Athletics Gomez. Ohio State's Kim Reeder, she was an All-American there many years ago, leads that organization. Robert Gomez has just come over from the Sun Cats, and I got a lot of positive vibes out of California on this team. Georgia Impact, Premier Fisher. This This is an SEC pipeline, guys. He's got 6 kids committed to Division I SEC schools, 63rd at US Club, 17th at extra inning. Ace Express Futures. This is a relationship placement. Dave McCorkle has got a great relationship in the building. He brings us consistent product. He's 38th at US Club rankings. I can call Dave up and say, Dave, which team should be in the power pools? He'll tell me. DeMarini Aces, NWA, Jason Steele's team. I'm taking a little bit of a flyer on this one. The DeMarini Aces have played at IDT for years. I think they're sending us a combo roster with their top team in this one. I think they're going to perform well. Lady Lightning Gold Future, John Corn's 56 at US Club rankings and 15 at extra inning. Firecrackers Lutterlow King to close out the E bracket, or the E pool. They won their berth at Don Battles on last November. They're 77th at US Club rankings, 37th at extra inning, and got some great college coach references. F. Probably one of our power teams returning from last year, Brooks Cherry's Tennessee Mojo 2021. 5th at the juniors last year, 11th in US Club rankings. Texas Dirt Divas. New team coming up from 12U. They get a pass on the fact that they did us right with that last team. We found them at 10U in Oklahoma City, watched them through 12U. They performed amazingly at 14U. #1 team in the country last year, I believe, and that lines them up for another berth with this new team. Miami Stingrays Red. This is a relationship. Remember I told you sometimes my boss or my owner comes into the building and says, hey, Scott, we need this team in the power pools. Well, Gator Rebham, the coach at FIU, is a good friend of ours. I was requested by my boss to put him in. He's in the power pools. Calabrese Birch, team I didn't know a lot about 2 months ago. The buzz is tremendous on them. 59 at 12U in the US Club rankings, 23 at extra innings, and there's just buzz, buzz, buzz around this team. G. American Freedom Shaw. 3rd in gold last year at the Sparklet Juniors, 30th at US Club rankings, 13th at extra innings. Team Seattle. This club is run by Heather Tarr, JT D'Amico from the University of Washington. They're coming over to us from IDT last year. They're 50th at US Club. We have a great relationship with both coaches and the school. Birmingham Vipers Kaiser. They're 210 at US Club rankings. They are in based on the strength of Standifer, who won our power pools last year, and coach recommendations. American Pastime Blue Velasquez Farnsworth. Our 12U winner last year, that's an automatic berth to Triple Crown 14U. In the H pool, Atlanta Vipers Trial. Tim's returning for another year. He's got a 17th place finish last year, 47th at US Club, and 21 at extra inning. Glory Atkins Gold. Stacy Gorsuch brings us our 16th US Club ranked team in 12U. She was 2nd at ASA Nationals in 12U last year and 17th at the Sparkler Junior. Beverly Bandits Futures, a new relationship we've got with the Bandits. We have not had a Bandits 14U team here previously. Ramsey Harkness is bringing his 31st at extra innings ranked team to us. Firecrackers, SD Brashear Allen. They are 2nd in the US Club rankings at 12U last year. They finished 3rd at the Sparkler Junior and 7th at PGF. One of our tournament favorites, Georgia Impact Gassoff. Jason brings the 38th US Club rank and a top 10 extra innings ranking. I believe they got the Hatch kid that was formerly with Team Easton out of North Carolina last year. And it was kind of funny, when I called teams in the Southeast, they all compared themselves to Gassoff, which made it kind of entertaining. Well, we just lost to Gassoff by 1, or we just lost to Gassoff by 2. When you hear it repeatedly, you know that that's probably a team you need in your power pool. I lost my spot. There we are. DeMarini Athletics Devers. Relationship building with this one. We've had a great relationship with them for years. A couple people in the building asked me to put them in the power pools. We got some coach recommendations. Nice looking team. Texas Travelers Gold. If you know anything about Texas, if everybody you talk to says the team is no good, you better look into them. So we did. And they've got a pitcher that's committed D1 in the Big 12. I think they've got some athletes behind her, and I think they're going to be a real surprise this year. Ohana Tigers, Corliss Sanchez. Joey and Sean have never steered us wrong. Frankly, this is the next team in line. They belong in the power pools. In J, another tournament favorite, Firecracks, Brashear Oaks. 31 at US Club, top 10 at extra innings. They were the PGF Platinum winner at 12U last year. Actually at 14U, apologize. Finesse Nieto, that's a coach recommendation and a relationship we've got with Donnie Dreyer. Looking for good teams in the Midwest, this is one of them. Diamond Sports Hot Shots Bailey. This is a team out of Louisiana, part of the Nathan Nelson's Diamond Sports Hot Shots organization. Formerly Savoie. I think the Savoie kid has come to play with Nate, and they are now Bailey. American Freedom Express South National. They're 45 at extra innings. The K-Pool. I'm going to call this the rinse and repeat pool. California Suncats Jimenez, they always bring a great team. They're 16 at US Club, 17 at extra innings. James just brings us a great team every year. Mizuno Storm Mathis Holtorf, it's a rinse and repeat. Consistent product, they were 30th in 12U at US Club rankings. Monarchs Gold, now if I ignore the fact that I'm a Michigan man and Jeff Blanco's a Michigan man, I can still tell you that he brings a consistent team every year, and our relationship with the Monarchs organization is outstanding. Same is true with JB at Texas Blaze Banola. They're 91st at US Club rankings. They bring us consistent, reliable product year in, year out. L. The Aces, new team to us coming out of California. They're 15th at US Club rankings. They're coming over from IDT. Gloria Atkins Locke, 163rd at US Club, 26th at extra inning. Coach recommendations were world class for this team. Top Gun Academy Turner out of Missouri, 40th at extra innings. Another one of these teams where I said, hey, give me some coach recommendations, and they came rolling in. Diamond Sports Hot Shots Nelson, #1 team coming out of 12U at US Club rankings last year. They won PGF, they won USSSA Elite Select. We had Nathan Nelson in the building a couple weeks ago. I think this may be one of the finest teams in the tournament. Athletics Mercado. What can you say about Athletics Mercado? Since Mercado Smith, they just bring you a team that kind of gets a pass. So 11th at US Club rankings. Brian and Dave have yet to steer us wrong on a team that they've recommended for power pools. Tampa Mustangs Eve. TJ Goltz is mentoring this team. We know what TJ Goltz did with his 14s, now 16s. We're going to have a representative from the Mustangs organization. Fury, Platinum Hutchins. Jeremy Higdon's relationship with us is outstanding. They're only 251 at US Club rankings, but they're 14 at extra innings. Jimmy Hutchins' team, I think, is going to make some noise this year. Texas Bomber Gold Future. So we have a relationship with the Bombers. We've talked about that. They get two teams. This is their second. They're 72 at US Club rankings. Pool N. Wait, there's only two teams here. Well, the first one's for Firecrackers Brashear Thornburg. They're 25th at US Club, 9th at Sparkler Junior, 33rd at PGF last year. Roman Gallegos brings us a great product. It's a product I trust. It's a product I know will perform. Iowa Premier Black KC. 87th at US Club, 36th at extra innings. Greg Dickel's a great resource in the Midwest as far as quality of teams. When I need to talk to somebody about who's what, and he brings a quality team himself. Now you'll notice we've got two spots left there. That's for two reasons. One, I'd like to see some more from you that are either in supplemental or not in the supplemental pools yet. Or two, I'm going to wait until I see a team that I want to put in there. They may not have entered yet, frankly. I'm talking about a Campbell, I'm talking about a Tyson, I'm talking about a Fawcett. If we see one of those teams, we're probably going to slide them into one of those two spots. Let's move on to the supplemental pools. We're going to do a lot less in the way of bios on these teams. I'm just going to let you know who's playing. In Pool O, we've got Firecrackers Brashear Lopez, St. Louis Chaos. Steve Mazzola brings us a great team out of the Midwest. Northwest Batbusters, Josh Seek's team. And XL Elite Acuna. They've just moved organizations. In Pool P, representing the Choppers, Garul, Nebraska Gold, Beth Singleton's team out of Omaha. Vision, Arkansas, that's Erica, she's got the greatest name in the history, man, and I can't think of it at the moment, apologies. Firecrackers, DFW Gold Average, that's Steve's flagship team out of Dallas-Fort Worth. SoCal Athletics Limo, Nebraska Quakes Basan, Firecrackers AZK to Padilla, and SoCal Athletics Martinez. In R, SoCal Athletics Briggs Alonzo, and I'll talk about, I told you about this playoff that they did with the SoCal Athletics. Briggs Alonzo didn't show up that weekend, but Ken Briggs has always brought us consistent product. He's in the supplementals. Firecrackers, Georgia Sealy, young team. I think they're up and coming. Indiana Gators, Dave Adams brought me more coach recommendations than I could have imagined. I didn't see the quality of the resume there, but I like the coach recommendations. We're going to give them a try and power pool, let them prove themselves. Lori Atkins Gold 03 out of Texas. In the S pool, 2 years ago this team won 12U. It's Firecrackers Pantagus Romero. Blue Wave Fast Pitch out of Illinois. They're moving to the Bat Busters organization in the fall. Scott DeVore's team, TFS STX, and rounding out S, Vision Elite Gurley. That's the second team out of Vision. Pool T, Firecrackers Thornburg Kaiser, Impact Gold Sewell out of Georgia, Game Time Stars Gold out of Oklahoma, and Aces Express Prospects out of Texas. Pool U, Firecrackers SD Brashear 2021. This is the former San Diego Renegades Hicks. Diamond Sports Hot Shots LA Siri out of Louisiana. Oklahoma Exclusive Gold Hughes and Impact Gold Futures Herrera. Rounding out our power pool, supplemental power pools, Ohana Tigers Helms, Texas Bombers Gold Hybrid, and Atlanta Vipers McDermott. We've got one spot available here in supplemental power pools also. If we move 2 teams out of supplementals up, we'll have 3 here. I'm going to give you a quick rundown on what the power pool brackets and TV brackets look like. So you're going to play pool for 3 days, and you're going to come into this thing on Wednesday night for you supplemental teams, and we're going to put you through the ringer to get you into the TV bracket. These are all supplemental pool teams. You're going to play at 6 o'clock Wednesday night. Winners are going to play at 8. These 2 teams are going to go into the TV bracket Thursday at the Aurora Sports Park. This is one of the best things we do. Every college coach in the tournament will be here watching this thing. We'll have all the power pool winners from A through N, plus the 2 supplementals. There's supplemental 1, there's supplemental 2. You will play at 8, 10, 12, and 4 or 5. 5 on Thursday. You got to be prepared for that. That's a lot of extra games before we even start the bracket on Friday. That's been your power pool announcements for today. I'm going to be here all afternoon. I welcome you to call me. It's 970-672-0549 if you want to talk about this. And I welcome any interaction we have the rest of the day. Thanks, and signing off from Triple Crown Sports.